Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Dedicated to Financial Literacy again. Welcome to my channel. I want to ask everybody, please hit your subscribe button, the bell, if you can hit the bell, and so you'll continue to get content. And I'm going to continue to try to push it out and join all of my YouTube celebrities out there as we continue not to hate on one another, but to push content concerning financial literacy, concerning the stock market, concerning our economy. We're going to keep pushing out the content. All right, let's go, guys. Let's go, girls. Let's keep doing it. All right. I'm in my son's room right now, and he last week, so I didn't push out any content last week because my son has been sick, and so I just been um, nursing him, so to speak, being at home. We all have gotten tested. We're negative. Sorry, Delta virus couldn't get us. But there's my baby. There's my boy, Benjamin. All right. So I'm in his room today. So I'm surrounded by a bunch of his toys. Okay. All right. So today, it looks like we kind of had a red day. Today is Tuesday, the week of August 17th, 18th. All right. Yeah, 17th today. It's Tuesday the 17th. And what we're looking forward to the rest of the week is a green week. How about it, you guys? What do you think? Red or green? Red or green? Okay. Yeah, today the market was down quite a bit. NASDAQ, the Dow, and the S&P 500. And I believe 2000, Russell 2000 as well. Mid cap, small cap. I mean, we've got to we got to be paying attention right now. Even crypto, for those of you that are meme Dogecoin lovers out there, Doge had a really good weekend. It got up to around 35 cents. And now it's kind of leveled off. It's around 30, 31 cents today at the close of the market. But I just want to kind of say, I've been saying this for several weeks, probably several months actually, that we were due a crash. We were due a pullback. We were due a correction. And I think we're heading right into it. Now, is this the timing on which I think right now we're going to have this huge crash? I don't know. I can hear my son. He might pop in at any moment. Okay. If he does, hey, we're gonna keep on rolling. We're gonna keep on videotaping. You know me. I like it raw and real. I'm not trying to give you a bunch of edits and commercialize this thing. So I'll tape in my bathroom. I'll tape in the car. I'll tape at the park. I tape at work, in my office. I tape everywhere. I videotape everywhere. And I used to say, you know what? I got to make sure that I've got to do all of this dynamic editing, and it was keeping me, because I'm such a busy person. It was keeping me from pushing out any kind of content. And then I had to realize, okay, what is my goal? Is it to get ads on Google and make a bunch of money? No, that's not my goal. My goal is to teach people and to help. I want people their finances to get better. I want them to have an improvement on their bottom line. Amen. So, hey, I sound like I was preaching, huh? Amen. All right. So here's what I would suggest during this time. Make sure you do not have, number one, make sure that you do not have everything in stocks. Everything, all your money, all your eggs in one basket. If you have everything in stocks, and even if you do, make sure you've leveraged it and you've leveraged your risk. In other words, say for instance, for all you options players out there, don't just have go long. Don't just have a bunch of call options. Have some puts going the other way. Cover calls. Make sure you've got some leverage. You've got some risk management. Okay. Number two, I would suggest, if you are in the stock market, be hooked up with some stocks that really, really have performed and have a history of performance. They might be a little bit more expensive. Maybe your growth stocks. I'm not saying you got some people that are growth stocks, love growth stocks. Some people look value stocks. Okay, I'm not going to get into that debate during this season, but I will say this: hey, uh, Amazon is going to still be around 10 years from now. Microsoft is still going to be around. Nvidia is going to be around. Google is going to be around, or Alphabet, I should say. Facebook is going to be around. So make sure that you have a part of your portfolio in some solid companies that can endure the storm that we're going to encounter when the correction hits. Now, that doesn't mean that they're not going to get hit either. They will get hit. They will get drop, and that will be an opportunity for you to pick up more of their stock as you can get it as a discount. But don't be moved. Don't be shaken off the tree. Okay? The tree is going to shake. The tree is going to shake. All right? I want to let you guys know that. The tree will shake. Hold on to every branch so that you're not shaken off. All right? Number 3, commodities. Commodities. Get some gold and silver. Gold, as we all know, that gold is a hedge against inflation. It protects against inflation. Okay? Because what happens? What happens when inflation goes up? Stock market gets hit. Gold usually goes up along with inflation. So get you some gold. You know, now I hear that some people are like, but where do I buy gold? Where do I buy gold? I'm not going to suggest what firm you go to buy solid gold, but you can definitely, and listen, let me put a disclaimer here. Disclaimer, disclosure, whatever you want to call it, a disclaimer. I am not telling you what stocks to buy, what gold to buy. I'm not telling you what ETFs to buy. I'm not going to do that. Because then if you lose your money, you can come to me. Do your own research. What do I say all the time? What is my favorite saying? This is what I say all the time, and that is, if you don't learn, you will not earn. If you do not learn, you will not earn. All right? So get out there and do your own research. But Barrick Gold, GLD, or is it GLD, the ticker symbol, is a good place to park. Barrick is solid. I would definitely do a little research on it, but I'm not telling you. This is just, I have some in Barrick, but I'm not telling you to go out and buy Barrick, okay? All right, but gold, silver, there's iShares, SLV. Hey, get you some silver, get you some gold, all right? And then grab a good ETF. I have VOO, VTI. Both are good ETFs. The whole stock market, S&P, the whole S&P 500, the whole entire stock market. Very, very good ETFs, averaging what 15 between 10 and 15% annually. All right, so make sure you have a good diversified portfolio during this season. All right, and do not. I would suggest that you do not have all your money on stocks right now. Listen, retail investors. I'm telling you, we're headed for a reversal. The big reversal is coming, and I would be. It's definitely between September. The beginning of September. It could be any time between now and the beginning of September. And I'm saying at least 10 to 15% correction is coming. Some people even feel like it's going to be 20%. All right? But hang in there. It's going to be okay. All right. Remember, buy on the dip. Buy on the dip. When everything drops, that's your discount. That's your discount. Swoop up, scrape up, begin to just snatch all of that discount. And here's what you can do. Plan right now. Look at companies that you're interested in so that you know how much they're dropping. For example, I've got my eye on Microsoft. I already own some Microsoft, but I'm looking at it Because if the correction comes between now and September, guess what? Say it drops about 10 or 15%. That's your opportunity to pick up a $2 trillion company, market cap company. All right? People are sleeping on Microsoft. Microsoft, I really believe one day it's going to be at $500 a share. I know some people are like, what are you talking about? The CEO is wonderful. He is absolute genius. And what they are doing with the cloud, with what they're doing with cloud and the purchasing of cybersecurity companies. And see, this is the future. They're looking way ahead. And most people are going to sleep on Microsoft. Don't do it. All right. Okay. I think that's going to be it for me today. I want to talk about inflation on my next video. Please, I will say this about inflation. Do not listen to the CPI, the federal CPI, Consumer Price Index. Do not listen to that stat. They're lying. I'm just going to be honest with you. They are lying. If they tell you it's at 5.4, it's at 7.4. If they tell you it's at 2.7, it's at 5.7. I got to look at the CPI and what's going on. But I can tell you, I believe the last reading was 5.4. Listen to me. Listen, common sense. When you go to the store, aren't you paying more now than you were a year ago? Aren't you paying more now for a used car than a year ago? Toilet paper, are you paying more now than a year ago? Eggs, meat, milk, juice, diapers, women's products, men's cologne, deodorant. Aren't you paying more now? Look at the gas prices. Folks, inflation is increasing. I know they say it's transitory, that it's basically transitory, meaning this is seasonal, or basically it's temporary. That is not true. With all my heart, I believe with all my heart, and inflation's here for a minute, and it's not going anywhere. Yes, there are some things in some areas that are deflationary. Okay, I hear you. I hear you, Kathy Wood. I'm a great fan of Kathy. Great fan of Kathy Wood. Michael Burry, please leave her alone. Why are you shorting her stuff? Why are you shorting this woman's stuff? She's done an amazing job. Go, Kathy. I'm for you. Go, Kathy. I'm for you. Crush it. I think she's right, and she's on to something concerning innovation. Innovation, 5 platforms. Anyway, read some of her items and her read some of her whiteboards, and what the great thing about her is that she's very transparent with all of her entire portfolio. It is very transformative. It is very transforming. She definitely transparent. I'm sorry. I'm already trying to end this video, as you can tell. I'm trying to get all this in. Let me calm down. She's very transparent. She's very transparent, and she's an amazing investor, and she is right concerning innovation. Don't listen to all these old heads that have no idea what the disruptive innovation is about. They're not doing their homework. I'm sticking with you, Kathy. ARC K, ARC G, ARC F, all of them. She's already said she has a 5-year plan. She's already told us, even last year, that there was going to be a dip, that there was going to be a correction on her ETFs. She told us. She expected it. ARC will be back. You watch. All right. Anyway, that was just my little plug for ARC Investment and Kathy Wood. Thank you. But I will say, I don't know if I totally agree with her on the inflation items because, and look, okay, this woman, she's a great mind, graduated at USC. knows the economy, understands it much better than I do. But I'm just, I'm a real boy. I'm just your everyday guy. I know, yes, I am. I have a certain amount of education, but not on her level. I'm not even going to try that. But there's some things you can look and see where the economy is going. You can see where the consumer is at. Don't always listen to the data. You know what real true data is? How about talking to people in the store? How about sparking up a conversation with somebody? Sparking up a conversation with the cashier at Trader Joe's, at Whole Foods, talking to people. You'll find out exactly what the consumer is saying, especially if you're going to markets in different areas. So I'm in Los Angeles, but I live in Camarillo, California. So totally different environment, totally different culture. But talk to people. That's how you can find out what's happening. That's how you will find out what is happening with our economy. What are people thinking? What are they feeling? Survey the everyday person. All right. Thank you. I want to thank you for joining me on Dedicated to Financial Literacy. Remember, you will not earn if you do not learn. I wish the best for you. Keep prospering. Have a prosperous second half of the year. We are definitely almost closing out 2021. We had 4 more months yet. Crush it. Crush it in the last 4 months, okay?